Hello and welcome to Savepoint, a little show where we like to talk about video games by topics that you suggest us on the internet, on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff, with hashtag Savepoint. So instead of dilly-dallying, we're just going to jump on into some topics here. Why don't you take us away, Michael Anthony Torres. By the way, my name's Ryan Shepard.
I'm Nick Rubio.
And I'm Michael Anthony Torres.
Yeah! I remembered who I was.
Alright, so this is from GamerX, at GamerX. Teach me about Superman, hashtag Savepoint. I'm glad you've asked.
And then we jump to the end of the topic 20 minutes later.
13 minutes later.
Okay, so GamerX, Superman is an alien. He's from the planet Krypton.
Okay. I'm with you so far.
His parents are Jor-El, who is a scientist, and his mother is Lara Larvon, also a scientist. Okay, and Superman's real name is Kal. K-A-L, Kal-El. His last name is El. He's from the House of El.
So their surnames work the same
yes,
as Earthlings.
Correct. General Zod, you may know, his name is not Zod. His name is Drew. D-R-U.
Are you serious? His name is Drew?
Drew Zod.
Sounds like a rapper name.
Okay.
Is that Drew Zod?
No, I'm with you.
Okay.
Drew Zod.
Superman's parents, namely his father, realized the planet was going to blow up, and he decided...
Why is it going to blow up?
Because Krypton was harvested. They were harvesting the natural resources from the core, and that made the core unstable, and in turn, it caused the explosion of the planet.
So they didn't think this was going to happen?
No, they knew this was going to happen, but they still did it anyway.
They done fucked up.
Jor-El was not having it. He's not going to die. He's not going to have his kids die. He's not going to have his kid die. So he takes his kid, and he puts it in a little, in a rocket ship, and in the old continuity, wraps him in what is the Superman suit. Like the blanket and the cape and everything like that. Like that is the Superman suit. Wraps him in it and launches it to Earth, knowing that Earth has a population. Launches him to the stars. He lands on Earth. He is raised by Martha and Jonathan Kent in Kansas, Smallville, Kansas. Grows up with superpowers, with powers that he does not know about. And then one day he learns...
Why does he have superpowers?
Because he's Kryptonian. And the Kryptonian planet is very large, very dense, strong gravity, also has a red sun. Okay. So his physiology is made for that. On Earth, he breathes a much stronger atmosphere with a much smaller planet acting on his bones, which are already made to withstand an incredible gravitational force.
Okay.
And the radiation from Earth's young yellow sun is supercharging him. If you were to actually look up Superman's powers, the term is solar battery. That's what he is. He is a solar battery. He absorbs the sun's energy and turns it into things.
Okay.
He then discovers that he is Kryptonian. He discovers all the stuff about him. And, love affairs. If we're going to talk love affairs, he's had a love affair with Lana Lang when he was young. That's his high school girlfriend. Lois Lane, not Lang, like Lana. Lois Lane, Pulitzer Prize winning reporter at the Daily Bugle. He's with her for a long time. She becomes the insect queen for a little bit, but no one talks about that because it's stupid. And currently, he's dating Wonder Woman. He's currently dating Wonder Woman.
But that is part of the New 52.
As part of the New 52.
Separate continuity.
He is now dating her because they are both alone. Spoiler alert. There are no Amazonians left except for Wonder Woman because Hera is a mean bitch.
Killing everybody?
No, she didn't kill them. She turned them all into snakes. She turned them all into snakes, except for Queen Hippolyta, who she turned to stone, so that Wonder Woman could always come back to the island and know the error of her ways, and see all of the snakes and the statue and go, wow, this is all my fault.
So who's Clark Kent?
Clark Kent is his given Earth name. That's what his adoptive parents named him. That's what his secret identity is. Clark Kent, he is a stringer for the Daily Planet.
Not the Daily Bugle.
I may have said Lois Lane worked for the Daily Bugle.
Wait, did he?
Did I?
No, if you did, I didn't catch it.
In my head, I wanted to correct you and just be like Bugle, and wait, that's Spider-Man. Damn it.
She works for the Daily Planet.
You're fired.
And
bring me back some pictures of the Spider-Man.
He's a stringer. A stringer is somebody who lives in a city.
How demeaning would that be if Clark Kent was forced to take pictures of Spider-Man? Like, somehow the two universes are combined.
And that's all his job.
Yeah, they're like, I can fly!
Well, then Peter Parker would be out of a job. Who's he going to take pictures of? That's what he does. He takes pictures of Spider-Man.
He's screwed. Well, it's a rival newspaper.
I guess.
Both could exist.
Yeah, they could.
So he's taking a
But then
picture
again,
of
it's a
himself
New
at the same
York
time.
paper competing with a Metropolis paper. But wait, aren't they really the same city though?
No.
Is there New York in the DC universe?
Yeah.
But it's
okay.
modeled after the same city.
Yes,
Fair enough.
but it's not even in New York State.
Okay, does that cover what Superman is? Did we?
Super speed, not faster than Flash though. Near invulnerability, laser
Krypton
eyes.
thing. The Krypton thing. What's with the Krypton thing?
Oh yeah, the only weakness part.
Okay, hold on. So he's got laser eyes, frost breath, can fly.
X-ray vision.
X-ray vision, can't see through lead. That has to do with the lead-based structure of Krypton.
Yeah.
The reason he's immune or he is weakened by kryptonite is the irradiated portions of his home planet.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, because he is adapted to Earth's physiology, his body was intended to adapt to Kryptonian physiology. His body has all the markers and outliers to accept has all the genetic anomalies and whatnot that would accept Kryptonian radiation, but because he has never experienced it before, but because he wasn't born on that planet, his body does not know how to properly metabolize that radiation, and in turn it makes him weak and it zaps him of his power. The two other things that Superman is weak to: a red sun,
Okay.
and magic. That's it.
An Amazonian
And magic.
women.
Just magic.
You know, you retelling this
Amazonian
story kind of
women.
made me realize that the story of Goku is somewhat similar.
No,
you
very
know,
similar.
his father sends him away because his planet is going to be destroyed, but by an evil person or thing, alien, Frieza.
Whatever. They don't ever say what Frieza's species is. Besides, cool.
But it completely changes.
Pun
it there.
intended.
Like he lands on Earth and
Brothers
he's
and
just
Fuller.
not taken care of. Like he's just an unattended child who lives.
Yes.
And there are dinosaurs and stuff that he chases around and eats
I
sometimes.
don't want to ruin this for you.
Uh-huh.
But Goku was actually sent to Earth by Bardock with the intent to enslave us.
Was that really it? Because that's
Yes.
what Brawley said, isn't it?
Yes, he was sent to Earth with the intent to enslave us.
Was that true though,
Yes,
or was
that
that
is
like,
true. That is true. Bardock was one son of a bitch.
Just saying.
IJS.
Saying.
Oh.
That's his species.
So that's Superman. I love him. He's amazing. I loved Man of Steel. Man of Steel is one of my favorite movies. I don't understand why people don't like that movie. When people say he's too serious, yeah, the fate of the planet is at stake. I would be pretty pissed if he was cracking jokes at the
you
expense
can't
of
please
other
people.
who dies.
Remember when people were complaining because Iron Man 3 was like too jokey?
Right?
Wow, this is the end of the trilogy and it's just jokey.
Yeah, and he doesn't wear a suit that much. Calm down.
Not to get too far, but when we're back on the whole Goku being like a little kid, he was really pervy. There was a lot of
Goku wasn't.
He's disgusting.
Goku
No,
wasn't.
Goku was.
No, he was just completely unknowledging. Like,
okay, he
at
was
one point,
acknowledging.
He was unintentionally
Well, like he like felt up like Bulma's vagina. It's like, where are your balls?
Yeah.
In the original Japanese version, that's why he's like, where are your? He freaks out. He says, no balls, no balls. So Bulma wakes up thinking that the Dragon Balls had been taken.
Yes.
And the weird thing is he makes some really weird comments.
And it's
about
important.
like.
It's important that we preface this. Bulma is the one with the blue hair, not to be confused with Chi-Chi, who was also a child at the time that Goku was a child.
Yeah, but she was like a goddess.
So he was not feeling up a child. He was actually feeling up a teenager. Not much better. Not a much better qualification.
But I mean, like he wasn't really
child
feeling
feeling
her
wasn't
up.
his
Like he
fault.
didn't know what he was
Yes.
doing.
It was
there was no
unintentional.
sexual intent. Wait, so who was his grandpa? Like it wasn't
Grandpa Gohan.
Oh,
Just some guy.
Yeah, okay. That's the guy who just took him in, right?
Yeah, that just took him in and then was inevitably killed by him when he turned into the Great Ape.
That's a rough story.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crime.
Superman and Dragon Ball, guys. You're welcome. This has nothing to do with video games. But both those things have spawned video games, so there you
He
go.
has spawned video games.
Come thread.
A recent video game, The Battle of Z,
Battle of Z, yes.
which was a ridiculous movie, by the way.
Or maybe
absolutely
you
ridiculous.
can bust out your Nintendo 64 and play Superman 64. I mean, that's if that thing is playable. The thing is trash, but...
Superman Returns, not much better. Disappointing game.
Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Really good.
All right, let's get another topic. Thank you, GamerX.
Wow.
Done fooked up.
Okay, Son O'Malley.
You mean Son Gohan?
Son O'Malley.
Gohan?
And Son Goku was
It
his name.
doesn't exist anymore.
Son O'Malley.
Underinspired. What is your take on Titanfall? Will it be part of the best video game pickle show on YT? Hashtag YouTube.
Will it be part of the best video game topical show on
There's
YouTube?
no cheat. It doesn't
Hashtag
exist.
Savepoint.
It doesn't
Thank you.
exist.
Thank you for saying
I
that.
feel like it's your fault.
I don't think there is anyone who will agree with you that we are the best show on YouTube, but you are a sweetheart for saying that.
Yeah, you are. We love you.
The best
Thank you, man.
Okay, so what's your take on Titanfall? I unfortunately have not been able to play it.
It is.
Lives up to the hype.
Believe the hype.
Believe
the hype. It is actually
Can we get a
really
shirt
good.
that says "Believe the hype" and then the little Hammond symbol under it?
What's a Hammond?
Hammond is the company that
They
Hammond
fucking
Robotics.
made the Titans.
Hammond Robotics.
God.
Believe the hype, but
Yeah.
the T and the is the
I'm
Titan.
sorry, I just play multiplayer. Get it? It's only a multiplayer game.
Get
But that's
out
what
of
people say when you play Call of Duty with
It
them.
doesn't
you ask
feel-
about the storyline.
People who are gonna say, people who are complaining, it's only 6-on-6. You know, God, it's gonna be a shitty
Oh,
game.
no, it doesn't feel like that.
It doesn't feel like a 6-on-6 game. There are tons of little grunts and minions running around that you think are real people, and you waste your ammo killing
But the
them.
thing is the action is so constant and so hectic, and when you couple it in with like the fact that your Titans will move around and on autopilot or auto mode, I think they call it, it's constant action. You never feel like, man, I'm waiting for another person to come and fight me. Like you will never feel that way playing the game.
No, the
Which
Titans.
happens in Call of Duty all the time. I run around the map. Where is everybody?
No, that's the worst thing to happen to me because if I'm playing any first-person shooter, if like there's a 2-minute span where I don't find someone, it is a law that when I do see someone, they will kill me.
Yeah.
Because I start to get paranoid. It's sort of like, okay, where are they? It's coming. Death is coming. Death on wings.
I'm excited. I'm excited to try it
It's
out.
really fun.
I really am excited to try it out before this beta closes.
The thing that you wouldn't expect is that one of the funnest parts of the game is actually the on-foot combat, simply because of the movement system is so different.
Is it?
Yeah, like the wall running, the parkour elements, the like jump jet, it is really fun. And if you can chain it together well, when you're wall running, you can wall run from building to building and actually build up a significant speed and get like a edge over or a leg over the competition by getting to the grunts first. Because what the grunts are like is sort of similar to a MOBA. Where it's
they're
like
just
they're
fodder
creeps.
that reduce your countdown timer for your Titan.
Exactly. If you look at it that way, people are looking at it like, oh, they're replacing real players with AI players because they couldn't make a game with more real players. I don't think that was the case. You gotta look at it like a MOBA, that it's sort of like a creep system to where you kill these grunts, and then later more advanced creeps come in the form of, what are they called? The robots?
Spectres?
Yeah,
Spectres.
Mass Effect things.
I've been watching a
Mass
lot.
Effect things?
I've been watching a lot of videos, guys. I'm not ashamed to say that.
I've been watching a lot of videos too.
I know that on.
He's played it more than me by like threefold.
I know on Angel City, the map Angel City, that you can parkour from one side of the map to the other side of the map and never touch the floor.
Really?
Yes,
I've
there's
never-
paths in
People have already figured that out.
that. Yes.
All right. Well, what's your take on it? Because he's played it on both PC and Xbox One.
Good game.
That's it. That's all. Good game. Is all the hype behind it justified?
Yeah.
All the awards it's won are worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's going to be the killer app that is the Xbox One beacon of hope? That is like the Xbox One game to own the Xbox 4? Is Titanfall
The
that
Xbox
game?
4?
Yes. Xbox 4?
The Xbox 4?
Is that the game that you play and you're like, you have to buy an
The
Xbox
only
One?
concern I have is maybe replay value. Like, I could possibly see how maybe it would get old after a while, but that's only from playing the beta. Like, I don't know what it's like at all when you incorporate more maps and different types of Titans. Like, we've only got to play with one.
And other game types.
What is it? Which one
Yeah,
are you
other
playing
game
with?
types.
The Strider?
No, it's not the Strider.
Ogre.
It's the Atlas.
Okay.
The Ogre, the Atlas, and the Strider.
But the
three,
Atlas
the
is what
Atlas
you
the
play
only
with
one you
as
play.
now. You
Okay.
start with the Atlas. Yeah, but otherwise I think it is going to be a fantastic game, and I recommend it totes.
Looks great too.
It does look really good.
Even in 720p at 30 frames a second on the Xbox One, can't even tell the difference.
Really?
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between my insane 60 frames a second on my PC to the.
That says a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I hope that answers your question,
Yeah, I think it is going to be awesome.
Son O'Malley.
It is too early to say if it's going to be the killer app, but I mean, it's definitely going to be top 5.
Oh yeah.
Even that's kind of hard to say because this is going to be a serious year for video games. Like, there's some
heavy hitters. And now I think from a business side, we have to wait and see if Microsoft can secure the lifetime exclusivity deal.
that is a big deal because I look at it like, man, this is what the Xbox needed. They needed this. Okay, let's move on to the next topic here. Thank you, Son O'Malley. O'Malley-san. This is from Bomogranate. It's got a cute little picture of a Charmander.
Yeah, that's pomegranate.
Pomegranate on the Tumblr discussion topic. What are your thoughts on indie titles, graphics, developers, etc.? That is the vaguest, broadest question.
Welcome to Vaguecast, where we don't answer anything.
Vaguecast?
Vaguecast. Vague scoop.
There you go.
Where we just don't answer anything. We kind of just
Say
put it
vague.
out there. You know what I mean? And it's up to you, I guess, maybe.
Discuss indie titles. It's like, do you like cereal? Yes.
Yeah,
No,
like,
let's
I
not
mean-
go there. Let's not have the cereal
No.
conversation again. That is a
Lucky Charms or Fruit Loops or get the hell out. Anyway,
No,
stop,
no.
don't. Let's not go down this road.
Indie games, I don't know. I feel like they're the lifeblood of pretty much games these days because if you think about it, in AAA titles, they fall into this hole where they have to use what works. They have to be the first-person shooter that is you're the one-man army. You're the soldier trapped in the Middle East and you gotta fight your way out. And there's all that multiplayer BS. Or you're the RPG, or so on and so forth. But with indie games, there's really that spread to be different. That they have the more creative freedom to do things because nobody's saying what they can and can't make. That's why we get games like Fez, or we get games Braid, Transistor, Journey. We get all these really creative games. I mean, Audio Surf, all these awesome games that nobody is saying whether you can make this game or not. It's,
right.
It gets backed by the community to do these things.
You're absolutely right. And there is the huge aspect of them not having the publisher, the big man, breathing down their neck, saying like, look, you can't do this. Like, this isn't going to sell. Our analysts say that people don't want to play this game. They have more free range. They have less constraint as far as time goes. But, I mean, there are some caveats where a lot of people are talking about lately how some indie developers are kind of just copping out, and like the whole roguelike thing is becoming super common where everyone wants to make a new Binding of Isaac is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of copycats, but that's with anything. I mean, you're going to see that. I really like indie games for the fact that they diversify the ecosystem, and I think that's really important. Like, anytime anyone talks about, like, oh, what do you think's better? PC, Xbox, PlayStation, I'm like, I want them all to exist because the more variety you have, it's sort of like competition in the market.
That's funny because when those people ask me this question, I say, "Shut up, you idiot! You're stupid."
What do you think about this? Shut up.
You're an idiot. I don't know. I do like indie game. One of my favorite games when it came out was Limbo. I loved Limbo. I loved that art style, and that was an indie game. I played Shank. I liked it a little bit. I really, really did enjoy Fez from the little bit that I did play of it. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed Hotline Miami, Morocco, What's Yours Is Mine, or Monaco, What's Yours Is Mine. Those are all.
Gunpoint was good too.
Those are all great games.
What's that gun game one? The one where there's a game where they developed a first-person shooter that's really it's really obsessed with everything about the gun. Like, you don't have a heads-up display. There's nothing telling you how much ammo you have. You turn your gun in the game. You take out the clip and you have to count the bullets.
That's too much.
And you have to literally physically reload the gun. And this is the number one sin of every game with shooting in it, is if you have 6 bullets, okay, you have 10 bullets total. There are 6 in your magazine. If you reload that, you don't keep those bullets. Those bullets don't magically find their way into another clip.
You just now have a clip that has 6 bullets in it that you now have.
Yeah, or you throw on the ground.
But I have never played a game where you reload the gun and it has 6 bullets in it.
SOCOM does that. You don't actually reload the gun. You just change clips that are on your pack, and they put them back in the pack.
But yeah, it's like that. I don't know what was it called.
I have no idea. I know there's that
America,
one game,
the land of the great.
There was a game that your enemies didn't move unless you moved. So when you stopped moving, you could see all your enemies and stuff, and you had to plan out your movements because if you got shot, you died.
Oh, Blacklight.
No, not Blacklight Retribution.
Well, yeah, you had the little thingy, and if you stopped moving, you
No, it was a really minimalist game. Everything was white, and your enemies were red, and it was a white, everything was white, but it had a black border, so you knew what was a wall and what wasn't. And you moved, and the more you move, the faster everything moves. So you had to plan out all your moves to finish the level. It's a browser game, but they're releasing on Steam.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
I like indie games, just like what you said. As an indie developer, you have so much more creativity. You have so much more options. You really do. because ultimately, especially now in this market, in this world, people expect indie games to be different and to be niche and weird almost. So it's one of those, like, if you want to just be off the fucking wall, you can, because no one's going to be like, this is too weird. No one's going to say that. They're already expecting you to try something different. They expect you're an indie developer, and the reason you're an indie developer is because your stuff is too weird to be mass market.
And it sucks because I wish AAA games would do that. I wish
AAA. I think it does happen where they learn from the indie games. Where like, this can work.
They do, but I feel like I wish they had,
They take their own risks.
They took their own risk, and it sucks that it's from a business standpoint. It doesn't make sense to pour hundreds of millions of dollars into a game and then have it not work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they have to pick and choose their battles, and then they test the customer limits. They're like, okay, let's try this, and let's fucking hope it works. But it's gradual.
It worries me a lot, like when a lot of people say that like American games are too easy, or like they're like kind of like childized.
Yeah,
that's not a word. That's not a word. But they're made easier because if a game is too hard for an American market, it'll do poorly.
Yeah.
So I think there is a thing where we try to, these companies, they try to appeal to the least common denominator. You know?
Yeah.
Like, this needs to be accessible by everyone.
They're trying to churn out the Adam Sandler movie of video games. They're trying to churn out the dance flick, the scary movie post 3 of the franchise. They're trying to churn out Epic Movie and Meet the Spartans. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to churn out as many fart jokes, because everybody gets fart jokes. Everybody understands fart jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mean to equate high caliber AAA game development to fart jokes, but
unless it's South Park.
But boy, do I know what I'm talking about.
That was a brilliant 13 minutes. Did you see the first 13 minutes?
Yes, that game looks
fucking
so good.
Stick of Truth. I cannot fucking wait.
Stick of Truth looks so. And I'm not even that big of a South Park fan.
I don't feel it. What's the hype for? I don't get it.
I'm not even that big of a South Park fan.
They made it so that if you see somebody playing it, I watched an interview with Matt and Trey. Is it Matt and Trey?
Who are these people?
Matt Parker and Trey Stone, the creators of South
Park.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. And like
you might know them from Team America World Police, or maybe
the
basketball.
No. And also
Basketball's a good film.
Yes.
The play they did, the
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon was amazing,
and
I wish I could get I want to go see it.
Yeah,
is there a video form?
They won 9 Tonys.
How'd you see it?
You can buy the tape. You can listen
to
it.
It's a musical. It's
It's
booked forever. Forever. They won 9 Tonys their first year.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yes.
Is that like Tony the Tiger? Or?
Tonys are Oscars.
But in play.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
They won 9.
Okay.
They won 9.
Yeah.
It can't be booked forever.
I know. It's booked back. And the tickets are super expensive.
At the time that the Tonys aired them winning those 9 Tonys, they were booked for like 2 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Sold out. Book of Mormon is probably...
Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good play.
Most successful show in recent memory.
Yeah. But anyway... listening to their interview, they said they wanted to make a game that if you walked in on somebody playing it, you'd be like, is that a new South Park episode? It is indistinguishable from actually from playing it.
The gameplay looks identical to the
show.
Wow.
They made the engine to make it look like it was the cardboard
And I remember getting mad because I remember seeing pictures and stuff. I'm like, where's the gameplay? I want to see gameplay because I just thought it was...
It was all gameplay!
Yeah, exactly. I just thought it was this fucking show.
Matt and Trey are writing the entire game.
They wrote the
entire game. They're voicing all the characters like they always do. Okay. And then they're leaving all the hardcore RPG stuff. And there is some serious hardcore RPG number crunching. And it's being done by Obsidian.
And the classes are awesome. Classes are awesome.
Here's the classes. Warrior, Thief, Mage, Jew.
Jew is a class.
I mean, in standard South Park fashion, when you play the game, you're the new kid in the block.
Yeah.
You see Cartman and all of them, they're playing their games. They ask you, what's your name? You type in your name. And you type in your name and you say, yes, my name is Michael. And he goes, is your name Faggot?
No, he said douchebag.
No, it's Faggot. It's Faggot.
No, because at least when I watched it, he said douchebag.
Most offensive game of life.
Yes, he says that, and no matter what you pick,
they call you.
They will call you that.
I don't know if they changed it because in the 13 minutes that I saw,
yes, it probably was changed to douchebag.
Yeah,
actually,
he's like, so
it probably was
your
changed
name's
to
douchebag, and you say no, and he's like, oh, okay, douchebag, and then
yes.
That's what they call you for the rest of the game.
Yes. We don't. To be clear, as much as I enjoy toilet humor, I do not support any discrimination against the LGBT community. The more
Disclaimer.
you know.
Or Jewish people.
Or Jewish people.
You know what one of the skills was for the Jewish class? The Sling of David. And you put a rock in a sock and you fling it at the person.
That's a good thing.
The sling of David.
You defeat Goliath with that.
There you go. Samson was Jewish.
Yeah, Samson was
I'm
Jewish.
sure there'll be a Samson move in there.
They probably won't. I don't think they're gonna go that
You
deep.
grow your hair out and all of a sudden gain a bunch of... It's like Super Saiyan. It's like when you go OP. You overclock your engine, but it's your hair.
Well, it's over 9,000.
Yes. I hope that didn't offend anybody.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, we
I
can't...
mean, we're just talking about the facts.
talking
That's
about
the
the game.
game.
This is what the game
That
is.
This
is
is
the game.
legitimately what the game is.
I never really got into South Park though. It was too much for me.
No, honestly, a lot of that stuff is too much for me, but every now and then I'm like, okay, I'll go lowbrow.
As low as you can go. That's
I'll
like
lower the bar.
caveman low, bro.
Yeah, I'll lower the bar. And then Michael Bay will raise the bar. I wish or James Cameron, if you understood that, if you watched South Park, you understand that they had an episode where they talked about maybe as a show, South Park, maybe they lowered the bar too far.
Oh yeah, and they had to raise the bar. They had
And
to go so deep.
and they got James Cameron, who's known for being a huge nautical expert, a big fanboy. He loves to go diving in a submarine. He went down to the Marianas Trench to find the bar and raise it. And just the whole episode was Stan and Kyle talking about something, but the subtext of the entire episode was maybe we went too far with things.
But who lowered the bar? What was? I forget. There was some
I forget
event.
who lowered the bar, but it was that event that lowered the bar was analogous to everything that they had previously done.
God.
And they were like, maybe it is our fault. Maybe we did lower the bar.
So they're making fun of themselves. They
I know what it was. I know what it was. It was the entirety of the Jersey Shore.
Oh, that's what it
spreading.
was.
The Jersey Shore, actually, and all the Italian Guido-esque, even though none of them are Italian, they're all Hispanic,
Puerto Rican.
and yet they use Italian racial slurs to call each other that. It spreads from Jersey down the East Coast, and then into America like a plague. Like you become a Jim Tan laundry all day.
They had
and
to
you
fight him back.
Everyone wears Ed Hardy
The
and
Snooki monster. Remember
Yes.
they trapped it in the restaurant.
They basically literally think Dawn of the Dead. The exact same plot. They're stuck in the mall, except it's just a bunch of douchebags and Ed Hardy tees and tight jeans.
That's my worst nightmare.
Fake tans.
exactly, and fake tan.
That
and
is my
everything.
worst nightmare. All right, I don't know. We're going off the deep end, guys.
Yes.
I think.
Raise it up. Come on.
God, what's a question? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know
What's your thought on indie games?
Yeah, how do you feel about indie?
What are your
games?
favorite indie games? Tell us.
How do you feel about Superman? Do you like Superman? Have
Yeah.
you played Titanfall? What are your thoughts on Titanfall? Does Titanfall need to have Superman in it?
We're still accepting
Right.
favorite cereals.
Yeah, you can still tell us
Yeah,
your favorite
tell us
cereal.
your
We got some
favorite
responses.
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the leader?
I don't remember.
I don't think there was enough to put on like
Yeah,
a pie
we-
chart.
Yeah. But also, leave us your
As long as
suggestions
no one said like
for the
kicks.
next save point.
As long as no one said kicks or
No,
pops.
now they're gonna do it out of spite.
Don't do that out of spite.
Not kid tested.
You will visibly make
Not
Michael
good.
sick.
Ew. Pops. Disgusting.
Pops are not disgusting. And thank you, good night, and good luck.
Good luck, America. Godspeed.
And other countries.
Godspeed. Oh yeah, because we have other
Let
people.
us not limit our demographics.
We have-
viewers in Australia, in New Zealand,
In Pakistan.
in the UK.
in Pakistan.
Do we have one in Pakistan?
and
Yeah.
Russia.
One in Pakistan
And one in Russia. Yeah.
So, internet, we love you.
We do.
If you understand us,
People of the world, we love you. We genuinely do.
Just love us back.
Yes, we do.
Subscribe.
On a serious, we genuinely appreciate you.
We really do.
work
We
really
really
hard. We
do.
work really hard so that we can entertain you guys. We're glad you enjoy us. We're really thankful that you take the time out of your day to watch our videos and that you come back.
No, and we really get some heartfelt things where people are like, yeah, I'm really glad there's a video today. I'm having a shitty day and it's going to pick my day up.
yes, and
That makes my day to hear that.
you make our day. So in turn, we just want to keep making stuff for you guys. We really do.
Absolutely.
We're so grateful. We
I
have some
do
great
not know
fans.
how we went from South Park to having a sincere, thoughtful moment. But it
we love
happened. We found a way!
Tell all your friends.
You're not going to join in on
And-
the Jurassic Park?
That's the worst Jurassic Park.
and subscribe to our channel and tell
Good
your friends
music, though.
so that we
It
could
is.
have a 400th subscriber video.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we can do more bloopers. Because I rewatched it and it was awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome. I don't know when this video is ending. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.